Hello and welcome to Curry TV. Today we're going to make an avial with asparagus. I've showed you varieties of avial over the years. One for a massive number of people, 500 people. In case if you haven't seen that video, please do check it out. And our first ever video that we created on Curry TV was also an avial with my girls. Over the years I have showed you many varieties, but this one is going to be very easy peasy, under 10-minute kind of deal. So let's take a look at all the ingredients, all the veggies that we're going to be incorporating in this avial, and all the jazz and buzz they're going to add it to make this nice volume and beautiful dish. I got my green plantains that I've cut up into yes sizes, like all of them are into yes sizes, and it's in water because it will oxidate and change its color. We don't want that. Beautification is the first and important thing. You eat with your eye first and then you taste it. So I got my green plantains all ready to go. This is about 3/4 cup. All the veggies are 3/4 cup. So you could change it however you want. If you don't like green plantain, you could use potato. I'm just trying to bring up the color in our dish. So this is green plantain. I got drumsticks, tindura, Indian cucumber, carrots, green mango, and snake gourd. So in this diet, in this avial, I'm going to be focusing more on a plant-based rather than vegan or vegetarian, because many of you have requested over your channel that if you can show a plant-based diet. So that's what I'm going to be showing today. And if you don't like green mango, you can definitely use tamarind juice. If it was a vegetarian dish, we could use yogurt, all that kind of stuff. So that's that. And our hero for this evening is actually asparagus. So when you get your asparagus, they're going to be yes size, and just hold it at the end and here and see where it breaks off. This is the bad part and this is the good part. So you could definitely grill these, those are absolutely fine, but we're going to cut up all our asparagus into the same size as our rest of the ingredients that we have cut up. So that's another thing, and we add the asparagus towards the end into our dish. So we got that, and a tomato for just the color. It's not going to give any sourness, sugar, nothing like that. It's just going to be a red color in our dish. And to spice it up, to bring all those flavors, right? We need salt. In every dish, we need salt. So even if you're making a medicine, you would need to add salt. That's what we would hear from our ancestors. So I got salt. Now that is according to your taste, your desire. So I'm not going to give you an exact measurement, but I will tell you how much I'm using today. I got cumin. This is good cumin that is so aromatic. I just have 1 teaspoon, which I'm going to be crushing. Whoops, tomato overboard. Stay put. Okay. We got cumin, 1 teaspoon, red chili powder, 1.5 teaspoon, turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon. Now, of course, we're going to garnish the top with some coconut oil to make that thickness, that binding agent. Now that we're going to be using 1 cup of freshly grated coconut. Now I grate my own coconut, but if you're buying the frozen one, your coconut meat will be white and you won't have any of these brown pieces in there or brown color in there. So don't get discouraged. But this is freshly grated, 1 cup of coconut. I got 3 shallots, curry leaves, and green chilies. So let's put all this together. Now we need some water. Now the amount of water is very, very minimal. So I'm going to start my pan, and into our pan, the vegetables that take longer time to cook are the plantains, drumsticks, and cucumber, the Indian cucumber. So we're going to add all those first. They stay fresh like this. So this is a tip. Okay, I'm going to add all of this. Like I mentioned, all veggies are 3/4 cup, and you can change them however you want. You could add eggplant in this dish. You could add beans, green beans, long beans, snow peas. All those are great combinations in this dish. Okay, I'm going to lower my flame here, and I'm going to add our drumsticks, all of that. If you don't find drumsticks in the fresh produce section, check out your frozen area, they might have that. And we need cucumbers and carrots in here. This is an Indian cucumber. We can make a lot of dish with this one. In case if there's few that went in, no problem. Let's give it a stir. Mix it all up. Already it's colorful. See that? Orange, brown, white, green, all in there. Okay, now we are going to add our green mango. Just a few. So taste your green mango first, see how sour they are, and then according to that you add it. And I'm going to add all of our tindura and snake guard. See, all my veggies are cut up into the same size, so that's very, very important. And we're going to add fresh green chilies. So I got about 6 green chilies here. These are Thai ones, so they do have a kick. Now if you don't want it this spicy, you are more than welcome to change this around. Let's add some fresh curry leaves. Into that we're going to add all our turmeric powder, which is 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder. Now that avial is bright yellow color, the combination of turmeric powder and chili powder brings that color, so that's why I'm adding 1.5 teaspoon. Our spiciness comes from that green chili. You could definitely use crushed green chili as well. Let's give it a mixity mix. Okay, it is looking fabulous. Wonderful. Okay, now if you take a look close enough, my vegetables are starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. So that means all the spices are well incorporated in that veggies. And now we're going to just season it just a tad bit with some salt. We're not going to season all the way through, just a tad bit, right? And then we are going to mix it one more time, and we're going to take some water. Now, the amount of water that I'm going to add, just take it in your bowl, a hand, in your palm, and just splash it in. Not pour it in, but splash it in, so that all those veggies get coated with that water and it's not to the bottom. So I'm using about 3 handfuls here. That's good enough. Okay. Now, our flame is on low, and we're going to cook this for about 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how fresh your veggies are. By that time, I'm going to chop up all my asparagus and tomato, and I'm going to crush all of our grated coconut, curry leaves, and shallots. Let's cover this, and on its way. All our veggies are prepped. Now next, what we need to do is get a food processor or a blender, or whichever one you want. Add 1 cup of your freshly grated coconut in there. It's compact, all in there. Into that goes 3 shallots and few leaves of curry leaves, and all of our 1 teaspoon of cumin, and salt to taste, just for our thing. Let's give it a crush. We're going to crush them, not ground them into a fine paste. We're just going to crush them, and I'll show you the next step. So it's been about 4 or 5 minutes. Let's check on our veggies, see how they're doing. Are you all doing good? Look at that color, huh? Look at it. It's beautiful. Love this. Love, love, love. Okay. You know what? You could add as many or as little curry leaves as you want. So this is looking really, really good. Now, at this stage, you can taste your veggies and see how they are. You don't want it to be all mushy and gushy. You just want it to be retain its a little bit of firmness, but cook it. Our crushed ingredients are ready. Now, let's check on our veggies here. Wow! So these veggies are almost 3/4 way done, all cooked. Okay, all that moisture has evaporated. And now this is the time to add our asparagus, tomato, and rest of the green mango in case if you want it. Let's give it a toss. Mix all of that. The moisture from the tomato is going to bring up all those flavors together. So don't worry. Be confident. You can do it. We're all in this together. Check your spiciness. If you want to add more green chilies, you could add that. We mixed up all our veggies. It's all good to go. We're going to cover this and cook for another 4 to 5 minutes for all of that asparagus to come very tender. And then we're going to add our crushed ingredients along with some fresh curry leaves and top it off with some coconut oil. It's that easy. Very easy to make. So let's cover this. Beautiful. Wait 5 minutes. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's check. Check. Very good. At this stage, we're going to use all our crushed ingredients. So after you have placed our crushed ingredients is when we are going to add our fresh coconut oil and our curry leaves. Okay. And now we're going to dust our veggies with that crushed ingredients. I used about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. So as you scoop up, just dust it off. That's all. So that coconut covers all of our veggies. Not stir it. So let me show you a tip. Just use 2 spatulas and just bring it from both sides into the middle and just shake it off. See that? Oh, smells so good. Only if you had your smell notification on, you would be able to know. We need to add a little bit more seasoning here because we didn't add enough. So I'm using about 1 tablespoon of salt. Now let's do the shake. Our veggies are done here. As you can see, they're not overcooked. Our tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, drumsticks, mangoes, everything is well done. Now you have to try this at home in order to find out the real deal. Simple as that. Let's turn off our stove and close this, and I'll show you how to plate this. Alright friends, our avial is ready with asparagus and mixed veggies. So please do give it a try. It is nice and warm. It is going to be a healthy dish. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. You do not have your smell notification on, so therefore you don't know how good this smells or how good it tastes. So to find that out, you got to make it on your own. And let me know. Tag me in your Instagram, Facebook, whatnot, and I'll see you next time on Curry TV. Thank you. Bye.